Our planet, a vibrant blue sphere spinning through the cosmos, is not perfectly smooth. It is adorned with magnificent wrinkles and colossal folds we call mountains. These are not merely static piles of rock. They are dynamic living landscapes that shape the world around them. They are the Earth's majestic spines, dictating the flow of rivers, influencing weather patterns, and cradling an astonishing diversity of life. From the ancient weathered hills of the east to the jagged youthful peaks of the west, the mountains of the Americas tell a story of immense power and breathtaking beauty, a story written in stone and ice over millions of years. The formation of these incredible structures is a tale of planetary forces. Deep beneath our feet, the Earth's crust is broken into enormous pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are in constant, albeit incredibly slow motion. When two plates collide, the immense pressure forces the land to buckle and fold upwards, much like a carpet wrinkling when you push its edges together. This process, known as orogeny, is the primary architect of the world's great mountain ranges. Some mountains are also born from volcanic activity, where molten rock from deep within the earth erupts onto the surface, building up layer upon layer to create towering cones. These towering giants are more than just geological wonders. They are vital to life on Earth. They act as natural water towers, capturing snow and rain in their high altitudes. This stored water is gradually released throughout the year, melting to form streams and rivers that provide fresh water for countless communities, farms, and ecosystems in the lowlands below. Their slopes create a multitude of microclimates, from sun-drenched lower valleys to frigid, wind-swept peaks, allowing an incredible array of specialized plants and animals to thrive in close proximity, each perfectly adapted to its own particular niche. Throughout human history, mountains have been places of profound significance. They have been seen as sacred homes of gods, formidable barriers that have shaped the course of migrations and empires, and a source of invaluable resources like minerals, timber, and clean water. They are also places of adventure and solitude, challenging climbers to reach their summits and offering breathtaking vistas that inspire awe and a deep connection to the natural world. The mountains of the Americas, in all their varied glory, are a testament to the enduring power and wonder of our planet. Stretching down the spine of Western North America, from the northern reaches of British Columbia in Canada all the way to New Mexico in the United States, lie the Rocky Mountains. This immense range, often simply called the Rockies, is a land of dramatic peaks, alpine lakes, and vast wilderness. Formed between 80 and 55 million years ago during a period of intense tectonic plate collision, the Rockies are relatively young in geological terms, which explains their sharp, jagged appearance. Their highest peak, Mount Elbert in Colorado, stands proudly at 14,440 feet, a true monarch of the American West. The Rockies are a haven for some of North America's most iconic wildlife. In the sprawling forests of pine and fir, one might find the mighty grizzly bear, large herds of elk with their magnificent antlers, and the elusive mountain lion. Higher up, above the tree line, sure-footed mountain goats and bighorn sheep navigate the rocky crags with an agility that defies belief. The climate here is one of extremes, with long, snowy winters and short, mild summers. This environment has shaped not only the animals but also the hardy alpine plants, which often grow low to the ground in dense mats to survive the wind and cold. On the opposite side of the continent, we find a much older and gentler mountain range, the Appalachians. Extending from Newfoundland in Canada down to central Alabama, these mountains are ancient storytellers. Formed over 480 million years ago, they were once as tall and rugged as the Himalayas are today. But over hundreds of millions of years, the relentless forces of wind, water, and ice have worn them down, smoothing their peaks and carving their valleys. Their highest point, Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, reaches 6,684 feet, a modest height compared to its western cousins. The rich temperate forests of the Appalachians boast one of the most diverse collections of plant and animal life in North America. These rolling hills are home to a vast array of deciduous trees, which create a spectacular canvas of red, orange, and yellow every autumn. Black bears roam these woods alongside white-tailed deer, wild turkeys, and an incredible variety of salamanders, more species than anywhere else in the world. The Appalachians have a deep cultural history, having been a home and a barrier for Native American tribes and early European settlers. Their stories woven into the very fabric of these ancient hills. Further west, defining the eastern edge of California, is the magnificent Sierra Nevada. The name, Spanish for snowy range, is wonderfully descriptive, as its high peaks are draped in snow for much of the year. This range was primarily formed from a massive block of granite that was uplifted and tilted westward. Glaciers later carved this granite block, sculpting the dramatic landscapes we see today, including the world-famous Yosemite Valley. The Sierra Nevada is home to Mount Whitney, which at 14,505 feet is the highest peak in the contiguous United States, a formidable granite sentinel watching over the state. The Sierra Nevada is a realm of giants, both rock and living. It is here on the western slopes that one can stand in the presence of the giant sequoia trees, the most massive living things on Earth. These ancient titans, some over 3,000 years old, create a cathedral-like atmosphere in the groves where they grow. The range supports a diverse array of wildlife, from the small and energetic pika, which gathers vegetation for the winter, to the black bears that forage for berries and acorns. The climate varies dramatically with elevation, from hot, dry foothills to cold alpine conditions at the crest. To the north of the Sierra Nevada, running through Northern California, Oregon, Washington, and into British Columbia, are the Cascade Mountains. This range is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a geologically active region circling the Pacific Ocean. Unlike the granite-based Sierra, the Cascades are a chain of volcanoes, many of which are still active. This volcanic origin gives the peaks their classic cone shapes. Famous peaks like Mount Rainier, a massive glacier-clad volcano towering over Seattle at 14,411 feet, and Mount St. Helens, which famously erupted in 1980, define the character of this dynamic range. The heavy snowfall in the Cascades feeds lush, temperate rainforests on their western slopes, characterized by towering Douglas firs and western hemlocks draped in moss. This moist environment is ideal for creatures like the northern spotted owl and the Roosevelt elk. The eastern side of the range is much drier, lying in a rain shadow, and supports pine forests and more arid landscapes. The Cascades are a powerful reminder that the Earth is not a static place. It is a world of constant change, with immense forces still at work just beneath the surface, shaping the land we live on. Stretching for an astonishing 4,300 miles along the entire western coast of South America, the Andes are actually the longest continental mountain range in the world. This is a mountain system of immense scale and diversity, passing through 7 countries from Venezuela all the way down to the southern tip of Chile and Argentina. They were formed and are still being formed as the Nazca tectonic plate slides beneath the South American plate, a process that continues to push the mountains higher and triggers earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. This makes the Andes a geologically young and incredibly active range. The sheer size of the Andes creates a breathtaking variety of climates and ecosystems. In the north, you'll find tropical glaciers and cloud forests just teeming with life. The central Andes contain the Altiplano, a high-altitude plateau that is actually one of the most extensive in the world outside of Tibet. Further south, the mountains become a land of ice and rock, culminating in the dramatic granite spires of Patagonia. The highest peak in the entire Western Hemisphere is found here, Aconcagua, in Argentina, which soars to an incredible 22,837 feet above sea level. Life in the Andes has adapted to some pretty extreme conditions. The iconic llama and its wild relatives, the vicuna and guanaco, are perfectly suited to the thin air and sparse vegetation of the high plateaus. High above, the magnificent Andean condor, one of the world's largest flying birds, soars on thermal updrafts, scanning the landscape for food with its keen eyes. The dense cloud forests on the eastern slopes are a global biodiversity hotspot, home to spectacled bears, countless species of hummingbirds, and an almost unbelievable variety of orchids and other epiphytic plants that cling to the trees. For millennia, the Andes have been a cradle of civilization. The Inca Empire, the largest in pre-Columbian America, built its heartland in these mountains, constructing remarkable cities like Machu Picchu, ingeniously terracing the steep slopes to grow crops. Today, millions of people still call the Andes home, their cultures deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the mountains. They farm potatoes and quinoa, herd llamas, and weave vibrant textiles, continuing traditions that have been passed down through countless generations, all under the watchful gaze of the towering snow-capped peaks. The great mountain ranges of the Americas are far more than just impressive geological features on a map. They are, honestly, the lifeblood of the continents. The Rockies and the Sierra Nevada act as the great water towers of the West, their winter snowpack providing the essential water that sustains cities like Denver and Los Angeles and irrigates vast agricultural lands. In South America, the rivers born in the Andes, including the mighty Amazon, carry water and nutrients across the continent, supporting the largest rainforest on Earth and really countless communities along their banks. These mountains are critical engines of life. The importance of these ranges extends deep into human history and culture. They have been sacred places for indigenous peoples for thousands of years, central to their spiritual beliefs and creation stories. The Appalachians shaped the westward expansion of the United States, while the Andes were the stage for the rise and fall of great empires. The mountains have provided us with valuable resources, from the gold and silver that fueled colonial empires to the copper and timber that drive modern economies. They are a source of identity, inspiration, and livelihood for millions. Furthermore, these mountains are invaluable sanctuaries for biodiversity. As lowland habitats face increasing pressure from human development, the rugged and inaccessible terrain of mountain ranges provides a crucial refuge for countless species of plants and animals. They act as so-called sky islands where isolated populations can evolve into unique species. From the grizzly bears of the Rockies to the spectacled bears of the Andes, these uplands protect a rich tapestry of life, preserving a genetic heritage of immense value to the planet's overall health and resilience. Ultimately, the mountains of the Americas are a profound source of wonder and recreation. They challenge us with their sheer slopes and reward us with unparalleled beauty, offering opportunities for hiking, skiing, and quiet contemplation. They remind us of the immense power of nature and, honestly, our own small place within it. From the ancient weathered Appalachians to the fiery, youthful Andes, these majestic ranges are a vital and irreplaceable part of the American landscape, a legacy of geological time that continues to shape the life and destiny of two continents.